Hi everyone, welcome to our 12-part series, Inside the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. I'm Kenny Birch, a tax director in our mortgage banking tax practice. And throughout this series, we're breaking down the most important tax changes under OB3 and what they mean for you. These updates can have a real impact on planning, compliance, and your bottom line. So if you want to stay ahead and make informed decisions, you're in the right place. All right, let's take a look at the charitable contribution deductions for individuals. What's new and what to watch out for with Starsa Hermanson, an expert in our mortgage banking tax practice.
Hi, Kenny. Thanks for having me.
All right, Starsa, what were the rules before OB3 was enacted?
Before the Act, taxpayers who itemized their deductions could deduct qualified charitable contributions subject to percentage limits based on the type of gift. In general, individuals could deduct contributions up to a percentage of their AGI, such as 60% for cash gifts to public charities and 50% for non-cash gifts to these same public charities. Any amount above these limits could be carried forward for up to 5 years. Importantly, there was no minimum floor. Even small contributions were fully deductible if you itemized. There was no deduction for non-itemizers.
Got it. And what changed with the passage of OB3?
Under the new law, itemizing taxpayers will still be subject to the same AGI ceiling percentage limits, but a new floor now applies. Charitable contributions are deductible only to the extent they exceed 0.5% of the taxpayer's AGI. In other words, each year the first 0.5% of AGI in charitable giving is no longer deductible. This new floor begins with tax year 2026. Another thing to note is that the 60% ceiling for cash donations to public charities was set to expire at the end of 2025, but the new law makes this percentage permanent.
Okay. So essentially, individuals who make only a few smaller contributions may no longer receive a deduction under the new rules. Is that correct?
That's correct. Individuals' total charitable contribution amount now must exceed that 0.5% threshold before any deduction applies.
Thanks, Starsa. Were there any additional changes affecting charitable contributions for individuals?
There are other changes, and they benefit individuals that take the standard deduction. Under the new law, non-itemizers may claim a charitable deduction up to $1,000 for single filers or $2,000 for married filing jointly for qualifying cash contributions. In addition, the new overall limitation on itemized deductions will impact the usability of charitable contribution deductions against taxable income. You can learn more about this topic in our miscellaneous itemized deduction and Schedule A limitation session.
Thanks, Starsa. Can you tell us when these changes go into effect for individuals?
The new rules will apply to tax years starting after December 31st, 2025.
Starsa, that was great. Thank you so much for sharing those updates on charitable contributions for individuals. For more OB3 insights, please check out the other videos in our series.